Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Bourbon Basement. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Steve.
and it is that time of year again. For those of you who don't keep up with sports, tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be Super Bowl 60 this year.
LX.
LX, yeah, Super Bowl
LX.
60. If you all haven't seen our other video that we did this time last year for the Super Bowl, we're going to be doing another one of our little predictions. We've already got our. We don't know what's in these glasses. We're going to be drinking the same thing at the same time. One of these two fancy bottles up here, but we don't know what's in them. That's why we had the black glasses. We had producer pour them before we started the video. There's no cheating or anything, no scandals going on. We
No
have no idea.
scandals. So last year we were 1-0. So we started our Super Bowl picks last
We
year.
did the Kentucky Owls last year,
They were
didn't we?
both Kentucky Owls. We went based solely on the color of the label on the bottom,
Green and red.
green and red, and we had green winning, which represented the Eagles,
And they
and
won.
they won. So that's what we're going to do. Now we're not giving you no stat lines, no. It's all money line. It's just who's going to win the
Right.
game.
Now, am I the only one that's excited that Kansas City just got knocked out super early this year? Didn't even make the playoffs? Like, I'm super excited about that
I
because I
think you're along with every non-Kansas City fan
was
probably
sick and
happy about
tired
it.
of seeing them run the league for absolutely no reason. So I'm happy that they're not even in contention this year.
But you do have another team that's in there that is there a lot, like the most Super Bowls ever. This is their 12th Super Bowl for the
Different
Patriots.
rosters though. When Brady was on it, I couldn't care less. I don't mind the Patriots anymore.
The Patriots to me, I'm kind of like you. I'm not a fan of either one of these teams, right? But the Patriots left a bad taste in my mouth with all the cheating scandals, and they were so successful and so good that the cheating scandals kind of crawled under my skin and made me get a bad taste for
Yeah.
them. Especially when I see Brady over there throwing darts with some deflated balls, and then my man Peyton Manning over there can't even throw a ball 10 yards with these wobbly frozen ducks that he's throwing down the field because he's got the air that's supposed to be in there. So it just made him look bad, and I didn't like that. So we'll go with that.
I wasn't
Sorry, but
expecting you to go so much into detail
well,
on why you didn't like the
it's
Patriots.
not that I don't not like them anymore. I don't root for them, but now that that regime is gone, I'm okay with them too. This the Drake May kid, he's pretty cool. Uh,
Anywho,
so I like that. And
we're going to be doing our Super Bowl prediction. We've got Michter's 10
who's
year
gonna win? Now,
and Knob Creek 12.
and why do we have these particular bottles up there? There's no color that represents the team.
Why don't you tell
Well, let's do that. So,
them?
so the bottle that's representing the New England Patriots is Michter's 10. And this was really hard this year to find bottles that represent these two teams. And I'll tell you a little bit. Well, the only reason, well, I did a lot of searches and everything trying to connect the Patriots with a bourbon, trying to connect players with a bourbon, trying to make some kind of connection. And I could, and not just any bourbon, a Kentucky bourbon has to be Kentucky bourbon for our show, right? So the connection that I did get was from the Patriots fans. So Drake May is a number 10 jersey, and his last name's May. So they call him the M10. He's M10. All right. Well, Michter's 10 year is also an M10, called that way from some bourbon fans, but a lot of Patriot fans. So they say it's their favorite M10, and that's what they get. So they've combined the M10 for May and his jersey number, and the Michter's 10. They use this a lot for celebrations. So I'm just going to say it: New England fans must have a lot of money because this is a $200 bottle of bourbon,
Yeah,
and
it is what it
they're
is.
celebrating with this. They're celebrating with this bourbon. So that's my connection, guys. The funny thing is this bourbon. I made a connection with both teams. Uh, and when you're competing with a Michter's 10, you have to have another good bourbon. I couldn't just put up something, bottom shelf against it, or easily the Patriots
Oh,
would win,
Jim
right?
Beam against Victor's
So
10.
you got Knob Creek 12 here. That's going to represent the Seattle Seahawks. Now, how does that connect to the Seahawks? Well, let's start with their stadium. All right. Lumen Field. At Lumen Field, they do sell Jim Beam products. Jim Beam is like their main bourbon at the stadium. So, and Knob Creek. is a Jim Beam product.
There you
So
go.
there's how I got that. The 12 is important on this one because it also goes to the Seattle Seahawks fans and what I've always called the 12th man, but I think through some Texas A&M stuff, now they're called the 12s. 12 with an S at the end. All right. So they're the 12s. That represents the 12th man. And because if you know, their stadium is like the fans in there, like the craziest, loudest that you've ever heard. Their fans have set records, world Guinness World Records for decibel level at 137.6 decibels in that state. Can you believe that?
Wear your earplugs if you go to Seattle
Oh man,
Stadium.
I'm telling you. And they didn't do it just once. They set that record twice.
Hmm.
The other thing, and this was something interesting I thought about the fans, in 2011 in the playoffs, Marshawn Lynch broke for a 67-yard touchdown run, breaking 9 tackles and actually lifting the Seahawks over the Saints. And during that touchdown, the fans actually sent a seismograph, which measures earthquakes, machine off and had a 2 point, it registered a 2.3 on the Richter scale. All right. So they call that uh, dang it, what was it? A lynch quake or something like that. It was the lynch
Lynch
quake. So anyway, or the Marshall quake. It was crazy though, but that's how loud it gets. So the 12 will represent the 12th man. But then, funny fact, and I kind of got into it, not being the biggest Patriots fan out there. All right.
if you didn't get that memo already.
But I'm not a Seahawks fan either. I really have no rooting interest in this Super Bowl. Except I'm going to root for whoever we pick here today. So whichever bourbon wins, that's the team I'm cheering for in the Super
If
Bowl.
we go 2-0, y'all got to be owing us something. We're
But for
setting your money
me
line right now.
to do this, so everybody with the Patriots, Tom Brady's probably their favorite. Uh, well, this one here is actually Eli Manning has come out and said Knob Creek is his favorite bourbon, and he has actually done special projects with Knob Creek. So Eli Manning, of course, has beaten Tom Brady twice in Super Bowls. So I thought that was a kick for Seattle there to maybe knock off these Patriots.
If only Eli actually played for Seattle.
All right, so who do you think? Not talking about the teams now, but talking about the bourbons. Who do you think has the best shot of winning this?
I don't know.
This is a blind, so we don't know which one we're going to be trying. I've never had Michter's 10.
I've had it once.
Okay,
I couldn't tell you what it tastes like.
I've never had it. I got this bottle. It's been sitting on my shelf a while. It's one of those special bottles. It's an expensive bottle for that, but it's kind of special. And I was kind of saving it, but I didn't find anything to tie with these Patriots. So they cracked this bottle for me. Those Patriots did.
Super Bowl 60,
All right.
starting off strong.
So Michter's 10, though, guys, it's 10-year-old bourbon. It's Kentucky straight bourbon, and it is 94.4 proof. All right. So it's got the cost. It's got the prestige. It's got the allocation. $200 bottle, hard to find, right? But it's 94.4 proof and it's 10 years old. Knob Creek 12, on the other hand, 12 years old, 100 proof, but Knob Creek 12, $60 bottle. Not as much prestige, right? Only $60. And so you got a $60 bourbon competing with the $200 bourbon a day. We're doing them blind. We'll talk about them as we're drinking them. We're going to be drinking the same one from the back row here. You got a number on that glass. So we're going to be drinking this one first, and then we'll move forward, telling about them. We don't know which one it is. Our producer's the only one that knows, and she'll tell us at the end of this when we get a pick. If something happens that we do not pick the same one, we're going to have to rate these, and the highest rating one, the highest total rating between the two of us, is going to win. So if just say if you like this one uh 0.2 more than this one, but I like it 0.5 more, then that one's going to win. You know what I mean? Okay.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
But let's see. Last year we picked the same bourbon,
Yeah,
so there was
I
no.
think it was a no-brainer last
Yeah,
year.
last year we picked the same bourbon. So we're going to get into our tasting here.
We're
This
not
is
going to
one of
go real
these.
in depth here. We'll do an actual episode on
Yeah,
these at
we'll
some
do them
point.
both. These are both good bottles of bourbon. We will do a Friday night live episode at 6 o'clock. Most Fridays, most every Friday, except for a special occasion here or there.
So you will see these on an episode of that in the future, but we're not going to go real in depth with it here, just to keep the video a little shorter and sweeter.
Give
Considering
a couple things.
it's a sweet one,
It is sweet, and you can smell the age in the
age
barrel
and
and
the
everything.
oak and a little bit of vanilla coming out there,
A lot of vanilla.
cinnamon,
That sweetness is
a little
probably honey
cakiness,
to me. Yellow cake.
a little
Yellow cake. You
cakiness.
said cakiness. Yellow cake comes out there. All right, that's good with the smells. Let's get the drink.
Not a whole lot to acclimate to there.
Well, these are both kind of low proofs, so they should be
194.
easy. Man, the flavors pop out on this one right away.
It's nice.
It is.
It's very smooth. Very. It's pungently smooth because it's full of flavor, but it doesn't burn you up either.
This is a really good bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, really good bourbon. I like the age on these oaky barrels. Getting just a little bit of dryness with this oak.
A little hazelnut,
Uh, a lot of good sweet flavors in there.
a little plum.
Some sweet fruity flavors. I was
I
thinking
like
red
plum.
fruit too, and I couldn't decide whether cherry or plum.
I'm gonna
Uh,
save a little bit there just in case
I
it
am too,
does
so
come
I can
down
do
to the rating.
a side by side comparison as well. I'm gonna clear my mouth with a little bit of water here for my next tasting.
And we are drinking the same ones at the same time, so we are
Yes,
talking about the same bourbon.
we just don't know which one it is. This is always fun to me, except for the setup. Sometimes it gets a little chaotic.
I'm not gonna lie, that one tasted familiar, but I've had both of these, so that doesn't narrow it down much for me.
Okay,
Significantly different
a
smell.
lot different smell. Not as sweet. This is more savory smell. It's
The
got
oakiness
a
is still
lot of the
good.
leathers and oaks, kind of some earthy smells in there, but very good. It's just not a sweet smell.
It smells like a. It smells like a cellar.
Kind of like a just a bourbon cellar, like when
Yeah,
you walk into a distillery and you smell all the aging barrels.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good smell though, just totally different from the first one that we
Good smell though.
had.
Hmm.
That's good bourbon. Subtle sweetness, guys. With the you can taste the aging barrel. There's a little bit more dryness with this one. Um,
It tastes first first sip. Just the immediate taste that you get from it almost reminded me of the first one that we had. You get that cinnamon and vanilla that burst out at you, and then you die off to the oakiness afterwards.
this one's definitely not as sweet.
It's not as sweet. No, it doesn't.
This one I get a little bit more peppery pep in there, I guess. Uh, with the linger at the end. Uh, it tastes a little bit.
Don't make that come out my nose. That will hurt.
Oh gosh, peppery pep. But I do get that the when I'm taking that sweetness in at the beginning, that subtle sweetness, it comes out later. My first notes are that oaky barrel. Okay, so I get that oak and smoke first, which I like. Then it kind of rolls back. It gets a little bit sweeter with some caramel flavors and some honey, maybe a little cinnamon in there, and maybe that's what those peppery spices are that I'm tasting on the end.
Wow, they're both good though.
They are
Both
super
good in their
good.
own.
So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a really close game tomorrow. Not a blowout,
It's
guys.
not going to be a blowout.
So whatever it is, if take the under because it's probably going to be defensive game. I'm gonna say take the
Yeah,
under.
I man, guys, they're good. They're completely different in their own ways, and they're really good in their own ways. Good lord.
Man, this is gonna be a hard decision.
And you all know me. I
This
don't like
is
choosing between
you
bourbons anyway.
do not like tasting
I
different.
hate videos like this, but what has to be done has to be done, I guess.
Now, and this is where we kind of differ too, because you're more of the sweet bourbon guy,
I do like the sweet.
and I'm more of that oaky leather bourbon guy. Now, I love the sweet bourbon as well.
I just like the desserty
But when
ones.
I got them side by side, I tend to go toward those oakier notes.
It
Okay.
might be an easy choice for you then.
Well, it's not because the sweet one isn't overly sweet. It's not like a dessert bourbon. It's just a nice sweet bourbon. The other one's just a subtle sweetness with some leathery notes. But the first one, which is what I'm on
I
right
didn't
now,
get any leathery out of the first one.
mm-mm.
I didn't get leathery out of the second one either. I got more of a celery kind of oomph to it. They're both really good, guys.
They're so good.
Both of these bottles hold their own very, very well. And the price difference, I think it's incredible the price difference of these.
The price difference is a lot. This is such an allocated bottle. They only
Like
release so many of these a year.
this 10-year is probably just less than what you paid for that, what, 21-year Knob Creek? Where's it
Knob
at?
Creek, right up there. Yeah, yeah.
We
That
got a 21-year Knob Creek that was, what, 240?
it was 220. I got it for 220.
220,
I think it's about 240 to 260.
11 years older than this Michter's. And it was $20 more.
Yeah, you're definitely paying for a prestige bottle here
Oh, yeah.
and limited. Although the 21's going to be limited too. This 12-year, I've seen more on shelves. I'm seeing these a lot more on shelves, so I'm hoping this is
Readily
going to be a
available.
readily available product. Uh, all right, man.
Because whichever one it was, I'd pay $60 for that any day.
I got a
Because I
feeling.
like them both.
I got a feeling that these are.
I
Should we
like them
just
both.
do? Should we just do write down our rankings and just add them up to see who wins?
I don't think it's going to be much different.
I think. Well, I don't think the score is going to be much different, but I don't. I'm having a hard time choosing.
I don't know if I can choose either. I've got an idea of what I want to choose, but yeah. I think I've got my choice.
Okay, I'm doing it side by side, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult.
Both very good bottles. If you all had the opportunity to get either one of these, I know this wasn't like our actual tasting and review of it. I would recommend either one of these.
Okay, I got mine. Side by side kind of did it to put one a little bit over the top. All right, are you ready to pick?
I'm ready.
Let's put your hand on the one you picked. All right, guys. We both picked the
Same
numbered
one.
one. So produce, we both picked it. We don't have to get no rating. Which one was it? The 10?
Michter's.
All right, guys. So the Michter's 10-year prevailed over the Knob Creek 12. So that means Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl.
According to our stats anyway.
So they will have the record for the most Super Bowl appearances, and after tomorrow, the most Super Bowl wins.
And the Bourbon Basement will be 2-0 in our Super Bowl predictions.
I will tell you this: I think it's going to be a very close game because these were very close comparisons.
And
And
guys,
these are very good bourbons. And I'm gonna tell you, for $60, it was almost that was so close to the one. If I was to rate these right now, and I'm gonna give Michter's 8.2, but I would give Knob Creek an 80.
yeah, they're both very good.
That's how close they were.
Any predictions on how much they're going to win by?
Prediction on how much they're going to win by is
I'd say no more than a touchdown spread.
a blocked extra point or a safety. Something crazy is going to happen. It's going to be that kind of game.
Onside kick recovery return for a TD.
It's going to be a crazy game. But our prediction, guys, Bourbon Basement's prediction this year, we're 1-0, by the way. Patriots win the Super Bowl, and that's money line, guys. Go ahead and put her down.
You're here.
Sign us out.
If you all have the opportunity to try these, I definitely recommend you do. Both of them very, very, very good bottles. And you all know I hate choosing between them, but when it's a video like this, you almost have to. Once again, we will be doing a video on these separately on our live stream. We'll do an actual tasting and review of each one of these bottles at some point. I don't know when, but at some point that will be coming up.
Not in February.
It's not in February. We've already got our February videos planned out, or our live streams planned out. But if you are looking forward to the Super Bowl tomorrow, let us know which team you're rooting for. Let us know your favorite NFL team and with the last time that they actually made it to a Super Bowl, because I know old Pops over here,
95.
his hasn't made it.
1995.
1995 was the last Super Bowl appearance. But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you all have any money on this game, I definitely wish you the best of luck. And once again, we are taking donations if our prediction does come true. got to give back to the community a little bit. So keep us in mind when you hit that big jackpot.
And this is something you won't hear me say often. Go Pats!
Yeah, no kidding. Go Pats. At least for this one. Uh, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. But all that being said, guys, yeah, good play, Gate. Anyway, guys, good luck on your bettings. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. And as always, why drink alone?
When you can drink with us. We'll see you
Happy
next
Super Bowl
time.
Sunday.